Oh, yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy, Muzzy McGee. For those of you who just joined the channel, give me a second here. This channel is about three things. It's about me creating music, about me getting better at music, and me creating electronic music. The first two things are about the live stream. The live stream is about me practicing and you practicing with me. I figured the power in numbers. We can grow better together than we can separately, and then we can give each other advice on creating that sort of environment, that controlled, competitive spirit, but also with kind of the freedom to kind of go back and forth and talk about things that will help us get better as intermediate guitar players, to move from intermediate to advanced, from advanced to expert, and then from expert to the best of the best. To show you, again, what it takes, the time that it takes to get to be to that level. The second thing it's about, the live stream is about me getting better at improvisational music using the playlists that I have up there. You can also join me, or you can do them on your own and show me what you've got, and then we can talk about what you've done, what I've done, and then we can get better as a collective. And the third thing what the whole channel is about me creating electronic music using Logic Pro X, singing, songwriting, creating scores and things of that nature on a daily basis, instrumental tracks as well, specifically instrumental tracks in the beginning, to get better at that as well, to use that as a secondary or tertiary source of income. Now, with that being said, if any of that sounds interesting to you, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If it doesn't sound interesting to you, subscribe anyway. Just tell your friends about it, and maybe they might. Okay. The second thing I'm going to ask people to do on this channel is to check out the cryptocurrency referral links that I have available in the description. Again, this channel, I'm not a financial expert. This has nothing to do with financial. This isn't financial advice, and I'm not telling people what they should and shouldn't do with their money. However, in order for me to make a channel, in order for you to start a business, when you start a business, the purpose of it is for it to sustain itself. Because I'm not getting advertiser-driven revenue at the moment, and I'm not affiliated with the Amazon affiliate program at the moment, because of creative differences. I didn't make 180 sales in a period of 180 days, or I didn't make 3 qualifying sales in a period of 180 days, which makes sense. It's ridiculous. I don't have enough eyeballs on screen, so I'm not going to rejoin the program, which I can do right now, but it makes no sense because I don't have enough eyeballs on screen. So I'm asking people to check out the cryptocurrency referral links. It helps out with the channel because when you sign up using my referral links, if you purchase crypto up to $50 or more, the companies or the centralized exchanges, they will offer you advantages or perks. The same perks that they offer you, they will offer to me as I'm a referring client. And because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains back into the channel, up to $100, obviously. That's how it helps out with the channel. And the reason why I wouldn't do more than that is because the idea of creating a channel is so that it can self-sustain. And you can't sustain a business by using other businesses to float it. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? So that's why that is what it is. And the third thing I ask people to do is the second greatest way to help me on this channel is to support my other social media platforms. Follow me on TikTok, on Twitch, and on Facebook. I would ask you to follow me on Instagram, but we've been through this. I cannot, for whatever reason, create an Instagram account under the moniker Muzzy McGee. I don't know why it is. Okay, I've tried to. And I get to the last step, sign up with the password, whatever, use my Facebook account to create that account. I've tried it, it won't let me. I've tried to change numbers and things of that nature to create it, still won't let me. So while I have a week off in the month of March, I'm going to email Instagram and figure out why I can't do it. So we'll get to the bottom of this murky pool of shit. Sorry for cursing. With that being said, we're going to get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting with a new exercise today. So we're not going to start at 90 beats per minute. We're going to start at 70 beats per minute, 75, I'm sorry. The reason is because this is a new exercise. It's not a hard one, okay? It's just one that I've started. I have not found any ones that I can do right now that are going to be helpful, which is why I need to enlist the help of the public. So anybody watching this channel, let me know if you have other guitarists, other influencers who have different exercises that we can do to get better and to increase our overall exercises. Because the idea is to have a plethora of exercises that we can choose from. So every day I can just spin this electronic wheel, and then on that electronic wheel, you can see what the exercise will be. And we'll do that exercise for about a minute or 2 minutes, okay? Let's get right to it. We're at 75 beats per minute, and the exercise is it's an alternate picking pattern. So we're going to do the alternate pattern, and then instead of doing the alternate picking pattern from the 1st to 16th fret, we're going to just do the alternate sweep picking, the alternate spider picking pattern for the 1st 16th fret, 95 beats per minute, and then we're going to do the same tapping exercise, chromatic tapping. So let's go with this one. It goes like this. And now we're going to go to the alternate spider picking at 90 beats per minute, 95 beats per minute, I'm sorry, for the first to 16th fret. So that's how that first exercise go, and we've changed it up for this week. Turn up the volume. Again, if you have any questions, please save them for the very end because I have to toggle between 2 different screens. And I will not always get to the questions. It's just impossible for me. Chromatic tapping from the first to the 16th fret at 95 beats per minute. Let go. I'm going to keep noodling around on my guitar until I get focused. So let's get focused today, guys. We're going right into at 100 beats per minute. We're doing sweep picking exercise number 1, and it is my least favorite one. I hate it so much because I'm so bad at it, but it doesn't give me the right to not do it. So let's get right into it, guys. Just because we're not good at something, the only way to get better is to keep adding resistance, and resistance is best implemented, especially with things that you hate doing. So let's go. I'd give that one a 6.5 or a 7. I'd say 6.5 really. I should be good at this at 100 beats per minute. You'd be thinking to yourself, oh, Muzzy, why is this not happening right away? Why are you getting better at this right away? It's because some of this stuff takes time. You know, when you practice an hour a day, practicing an hour a day only really permits you to improve, but very at small incremental levels, okay? Practicing 4 hours, well, practicing 30 minutes a day helps you maintain. Practicing an hour a day, you get better, but the increases will be less than that of which you would have if you practice 4 hours a day. So we're at 110 beats per minute, sweep picking exercise number 1, and let's go. 6.5 again, 7. Those two sounded about the same to me, really. So that's why I have to enlist the help of the public. So if you are watching and playing along with me, by all means, let me know if it sounded like trash or if it sounded, like maybe recyclable trash. I don't know, or better than that. 120 beats per minute. Same exercise. Let's go. A solid 5. Comparatively, last week it sounded worse, which is good, which means it's an improvement. But the first exercise is always really difficult for me. I don't know why. Two, 130 sounded like trash. But we, as we do on these episodes, we got to keep moving through them, keep moving through the exercises. Okay. It is what it is. It's because we have a limited amount of time, okay, to work together. We're trying to be here about an hour and 20 minutes. I want to make it an hour and 30 minutes every day. And I'm hoping at a certain point, we won't even have to have conversation, adjust at the beginning, at the end. We'll do like a 5-minute talk at the beginning, 5-minute talk at the end, and have an hour and 30 minutes where we do the whole exercise, or all the exercises. For an hour, and then we can do 10 minutes or 5 minutes at the top, and then 10 minutes at the bottom, or whatever it is. But yeah, let's get right into the so we did that. We did the warm-up exercises. The scales. Yep, that's it. Doing the scales right now, and as we've done before, last week we were doing the E and the F major scales. Today we're doing the F sharp major and the G sharp major, okay? And the only thing I'm doing is just taking a quick peek, because I know all the F majors, and I know the F majors and the C major. I know all the major chords, okay? I just have to remind myself of the pattern at which it starts, but I have them all memorized. Yep, exactly what I thought. Now the second one is the pentatonics, which I'll have to look at later, but I just want to make sure I know where we are, so that way we can just continue to move through these exercises like a hot knife moves through butter. Okay, yeah. All right, let's go. F sharp. Exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Perfect. We're at 95 beats. No, we're at 105 beats per minute. We're doing, and again, we are doing the same lick of the week as of today. I couldn't find another one, but we're changing the scales and the chords that we're doing this week. So we're back to the metronome page. Again, I said before, and I'll say it again, please make sure if you have questions, important questions, that you save them to the very end, because I don't have one of those text read out loud things where I can read them or chat to text. So I'm not going to be able to hear them or look at them. I'm just not going to be able to do it. So let's go. 105 beats per minute. We're doing the F sharp, G flat major scale, and we're following that up with the G major scale at 105 beats per minute. And then I Similarly, in the same vein, we're doing the F sharp G flat minor pentatonic scale, followed by the G sharp G minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. So let's go. Second position, F sharp G flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Le Guru. Third position, F sharp G flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, F sharp G flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. I'm going to toggle back to the screen. Fifth position, F sharp G flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, F sharp G flat minor major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position. Yep, seventh position. F sharp G flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. And finally, this eighth position, or the octave position, of the G sharp F sharp G flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to, of the major scales, at least we're doing the G major scale. And that's this, because these are also the improvisational songs we're going to be doing will be in the key of G major. Let's go. Second position, G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, F major scale, G major scale, I'm sorry, at G major scale, third position, 105 beats per minute. There we go. Hiccups. Sorry about that. Fourth position, G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, F G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Seventh position, G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position, or the octave position of the, you know what? I want to run through that again. Sorry about that. I don't like to end it when it sounds terrible. Eighth position, octave position of the G major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let go. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into the pentatonics. And as we've said before, we're taking the tempo all the way down to 90 beats per minute. And we're doing starting with the F sharp, G flat minor pentatonic scale in positions 1 through 6, 6 being the octave position, And we're doing the G minor pentatonic scale and all 6 positions as well at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. All right. Second position, F sharp, G flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, F sharp, G flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, G, F sharp, G flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, F sharp, G flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the octave position to sixth position of the F sharp, G flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. And now we're going to the final scale, which is the G minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. I'm going to toggle back to the main screen. If there are any questions, please feel free to ask them at the very end. If you talk about them beforehand, I can look at them in the screen, in the description or the chat, but not all the time. So let's go. First position, G minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Second position, G minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, G minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let go. Fourth position, I'm sorry, G minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, nope, this isn't finally. This is the fifth position of the G minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the sixth position of the octave position of the G minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Now we're going to play the fun game called, you guessed it, Find the Note. We're going to turn up the tempo because we do not need the tempo for this part in this section because we're doing Find the Note. Then we're going from Find the Note to the F sharp G flat minor, F sharp G flat minor chords and the outside inside rhythm chords, the bar chords, and the bottom four string chords, and doing the same thing for the G minor chords. Okay. We're going to need our Melbay book from this that was written in the 1970s so that we can not lose track of where we are. Okay, so we are at the Find the Note, and this week we are doing, you guessed it, the E note, because last week we did the D. Okay, so we're doing the E note. And what's cool about the E note is on the top two strings, well, after D comes E. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So we're going to go to E note right now. And what's cool about the E note is on the first and bottom string chord, the top E and the bottom E string, it's open at 12. I think we're going to go from the bottom E string to the A string. So it's 7 and 19 on the A string. Then we're going back to open and 12, open and 12. Then back to 7 and 19, 7 and 19 on the A string. Then back to 7 and 19 on the A string. Then back to the E string, top E string. Then we got to go to the B string, which won't be on 9. I think it'll be on 5 and 17. And back to the open and 12, open and 12, open and 12, open and 12. Then back to 10, open and 12, open and 12 on the bottom E string. Then we're going to 7 and 19. We're at 7 and 19 for the E. Then on the E string, it's open in 12. On the top E string, it's open in 12. Then 5 and 17 on the B string. Then on the G string, what is it on the G string? Okay, so it's 9. 9 and 21. On the G string, it's 9 and 21. And then on B string, back to 5 and 17. Then open in 12 on the bottom E string. Then we're going to go to the top E string, I'm sorry. Then the bottom E string is identical. Open in 12 on the bottom E string. Then we're going 7 and 19 on the A string. What was it on the D string? I think it's got to be 3 and 15. No, it's 2 and 14. That was close. Then on the G string, if you remember where it was, we're back to 9 and 21. Then 5 and 17 on the B string. Then on the top E string, we're back to open and 12, open and 12. Then we're going to the bottom E string. Now we're going to get to the chord book before we go into anything remotely resembling the lick of the week. And the lick of the week is we're doing Antonio Vinzerio's lick from last week because I have not picked one out for this week. That is the only reason we're doing it today. I didn't pick it out. Okay, it is what it is. I apologize, but we started doing warm-up exercise today. Okay, we did start with new scales today, and we're doing new chords today as well. So progress. Progress. F sharp, we're doing the F sharp or the G flat major chords, and we're going to follow that up with, you guessed it, the F sharp, G flat minor chords. Minor. And here they have them written as G flat. And we know, if you see it says G flat here, but in our big, beefy, juicy brains, we know that G flat and F sharp are sonically equivalent, okay? So when you see G sharp or G flat, you know that it's the same thing as F sharp. From a sonic perspective of the frequency in which that note is played. It's the notation that separates the difference between the two. So let's start right with the G minor chords, and we're going to go from the G minor out melody chords or the outside chords, the inside chords, the rhythm chords, or the bottom chords, followed by the bottom 4 string chords. Let's go. Let's go again. One more again. then right here. Now the inside chords, it sound a little something like this, right? Sure. Here we go. Again. Now we're going to the rhythm chords that sound a little something like this, right? Sure. I'm going to try to get these ones right. These ones are a little harder. Again, I understand how boring this is. There's just no substitution for this boneheaded repetition. If any of you guys have better ways to memorize chords, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. I really am. This is boring as shit. There's no, it's like watching paint dry. Okay, there's nothing fun about memorizing chords or memorizing scales, but it is a necessary step to getting from one level to the next level because it allows you to memorize voicings, it allows you to memorize patterns, and it allows you to memorize the fretboard. And those are three key ingredients in order for you to move from one stage to the next. And I understand this is fucking boring. Excuse me for using that language, but I need to impress upon you how imperative it is for you to understand this is shit. It's just going to be boring. It's not going to be fun. But the reason why we do them together is so that it makes it a little bit more tolerable, okay? It's just as annoying for me to do as it is for me to understand that you watching it is it's going to be for you. So let's get right to the bottom 4 string chords. Now, this only has 2, but because we know in our big, juicy, beefy brains, there's more than that. We're going to try to get all of these, I think. And then the book, there are only 2. You can see here at the top, there are only 2. But because of our big, juicy, beefy brains, we know there was a 3rd one. It was near the 13th fret. Maybe, I don't know why they didn't put it in here. I really don't. used to it sound like this. No, you can't really play it up there, so you have to play it here. The next one you can. Yeah. G sharp you can. G you can. So, oh, G you can, I'm sorry. Now we're going to the G major chords. Okay, okay. And we know another G chord is also played like this. That's G major. So we're in the G minor. Okay, so we're right here. One last game. Now the inside chords, it sound a little something like this right here. Now the rhythm chords, it sound a little something like this right here. And now the bottom 4 string chords, ladies and gentlemen, of which there are 3. Oh, see, I was right. So it is this. Now we're done with these boring ass chords. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it does suck, but it is what it is. So we're going to get right into, and yes, today's session is going to take a little bit longer than what it was going to take yesterday, but that's just because we were starting with new stuff, okay? Now we're doing the Antonio. I'm going to post his Instagram account into the description of every video because I want people to know, you know, it's like citing your sources, but it's also telling people where they should. Check out the music, okay? This guy puts out some really good stuff. So if you want to practice some of his stuff on your own time, then by all means do it. We don't need the metronome for this either, but we have memorized it, and it is. And then you go down. We know that. ABC, Polyphia riff, 120 beats per minute, and then we're going back to 80 beats per minute, 85 beats per minute, I'm sorry, for the solo. We're going to run through that a bunch of times until we figure this shit out. So I'm sorry, I'm going to be cursing a lot more because I don't want people to get the impression that I'm clean as far as how I talk, because if you see me in person, you're going to hear me curse like a sailor. Now, I do try my best to try and stay away from swear words when I can in the live streams, but I curse in my daily life, and I don't want people to get the wrong impression. Like, I want to be real on the live stream about what it takes to get there, and if I'm going to be real about what it takes to get there, then I should be real about how I conduct myself on a day-to-day basis. I want more people to watch the stream, so I don't want people to think that cursing is part of it. I know I'm from the South, so I know how to censor myself, but when I'm around friends and family members, and I'm just generally speaking, I do let F-bombs and S-bombs fly for sure. I do it all the time. When I say that, I mean fucking shit. So. Solo, 80 beats per minute, 85 beats per minute. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's 82. That is not 85. Here we are at 85. Solo put together. Let's try that again. All right, now we're going to take the pause off and we're going right into the backing tracks. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in G major, okay?
got to give that one a solid 5. It's got to get the average for the day because it was consistent with what we've done last week, but it's in a different key, which is good. It means that I can play consistently in same keys with similar styles or the exact same style. That one gets a 5.5. It was average. It was a little bit above average. I felt really good about it. It's awesome.
Wix vous propose
I
la
don't
puissance.
know why this keeps playing through these things. All I do is click the button to pause it, and it will not let me continue to pause it. So let's get right into this one. 4. There's a really cool riff I figured out and managed to do at the end, but that does not change the fact that the rest was subpar and mediocre. However, the comfort we could find in it is that I'm able to switch and transition from one chord to the next by just using the scales, understanding the scales and how they're shaped and how they are formulated across the fretboard, how the fretboard is in sync with learning those scales, or learning the scales allows you to get in sync with your fretboard, is why it's an important skill to understand. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today. It took longer today than it took yesterday because we started new scales and new chords, okay? And with that being said, okay, I want to say thank you for those of you who could join us. If you can't join us, it's fine. Check out the replay section. If you can't check out the replay section, then comment on the videos that I will be posting. And if you can't comment on those videos that I'm posting, then just subscribe anyway, okay? The number one thing I'm going to ask people to do is subscribe to my channel. It is the freest way for you to help me make this channel free for me, as free for you as possible. As I said before, my only goal this year, at the very least, is to make enough as what a private lesson tutor would make, and that is the equivalent of anywhere between $25 and $30 for a 30-minute session. I'm not asking for $60 an hour. That's a ridiculous amount of money, and I'm not at that level yet. But even when I was teaching trumpet and I was in high school, I was still making $10, $15 an hour. So, if I was making in that level, I would be able to cover the cost of my strings. The web would get, the stream would get better because I could purchase equipment, a new computer, new cameras and things to make this better. So if I was making that by the end of the year, I wouldn't have to dip into my cryptocurrency account in order to make that happen. And hopefully that will happen. So we'll cross our fingers and keep pushing forward. But please let me know what you like and what you don't like about the stream, okay? That is the only way I can get better, is if there's constructive criticism on how I can make it better in the freest way possible. Now, obviously, because there are monetary restrictions, because I'm not making any money from this particular segment or this particular section, I'm limited on money. So I need to figure out what I can do to make it now better today. And then little by little, when I'm able to purchase different things like different lighting, posters in the background, things of that nature, then we can do that. But I've got to do this in the freest way possible for right now until I start generating a revenue that is consistent, okay? So I'm going to ask you for the first thing to help make the revenue consistent. Subscribe to the channel and tell your friends about what I'm trying to do here, because that's the only way that that's going to happen. The second thing I ask people to do is check out the cryptocurrency referral links I have in the description of the video. Again, this has nothing to do with cryptocurrency. However, I enjoy trading cryptocurrency. I do it every single day, and all the 4 platforms that I have up there are platforms that I have used for over half a decade. So check them out. Use my referral links to sign up. And in the event that you decide for yourself and your family, after you've gone over it and thought about it and said, hey, I think adding cryptocurrency might be a nice dimension to add to my investment portfolio, by all means use my cryptocurrency referral links to do so, because they will give you perks and advantages. And those advantages and perks that they offer to you, they will inevitably offer to me as I'm the referring client. And they help out with the channel because the perks that you get, they would offer to me. And because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains up to $100 to reinvest back into the channel at the end of the year, provided I don't make a dollar from advertiser generated revenue. That's how it helps out with the channel, okay? And the third, I can't wait till the day I never have to say this again. I really can't. But I still would recommend for people to sign up for cryptocurrency because it's fun, but I can't wait till that date happens. And the third thing is just to help me grow my other social media accounts. In the description of the video are social media accounts or links to my social media accounts on Facebook, Twitch, and TikTok. Now, I haven't been active on Twitch, nor have I been active on TikTok. I'm starting to add things to my Facebook page. I started adding a bunch of friends from my other Facebook account to my professional Facebook account. And so follow me on those pages. It's the second freest way you can help me grow this channel. Subscribing to me on all social media platforms helps me grow my YouTube channel, and helping grow my YouTube channel inevitably helps me grow my social media pages. So ladies and gentlemen, I cannot thank you enough. I have to say this again and again and again. I'm going to continue to build this channel brick by brick. We're going to make little changes, but we're going to build this channel. And by we, I mean I'm going to build this channel brick by brick. But with your help, I can do it more quickly. Okay? Thank you so much for your time. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Bye, 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 bye. And all that jazz. Bye, 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 bye. And and in the States, happy President's Day for those of you who had today off. And I hope that you're enjoying yourselves. And really, I don't know if it's cold, but if it's cold where you are, I hope you're inside and it's nice and warm. You're snuggled up to a nice cup of hot chocolate or hot coffee. And if it's nice outside, then I hope you're outside playing in the sun. Okay? Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.